Anambra State government assists parents of quintuplets with 2 million naira. Alex Azike, crowned new traditional ruler of Ibuku community. Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency calls for use of sea business to stimulate growth, economic growth. On the foreign scene, scores of humans killed in fighting between Sudanese army and paramilitary group. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and thanks for joining us on ABS Evening News. My name is Chinyere Ikioreke. Anambra State Governor Professor Chukwuma Soludo has approved the sum of 2 million naira for the couple who gave birth to a set of quintuplets in Awka. The Commissioner for Women and Social Welfare, Honorable Ify Obinabo, disclosed this in Awka. We have details.
Obinabo said that the support was to assist the couple, Mr. Tochukwu Amechi, an Onitsha-based businessman, and his wife, Chidemma, delivered a set of quintuplets at Life International Hospital in Awka, reduce their financial burden. The financial support, which is currently being processed by the State Women and Social Welfare Commissioner, Honorable Obinabo, is a token for the well-being of the quintuplets, 3 males and 2 females. God bless the couple with on March 29, 2023. She assured that the financial support will be sent to the family immediately the processing is completed.
The state government has received more commendation for restoring peace and stability in various communities. Anambra State Traditional Rulers Council, in its reaction, commended the outstanding role of the State Commissioner for Local Government and Community Affairs, Mr. Tony Collins Wambuwane, in restoring peace and harmony in most crisis-ridden communities of the state. The chairman of the council and traditional ruler of Onitsha, Igwe Alfred Achebe, who commended Governor Chukwuma Soludo for the choice of Mr. Wambuwane as commissioner, expressed satisfaction with the cordial working relationship existing between the commissioner and traditional rulers. The Obi of Onitsha, who extolled the commissioner for reconciling warring factions in some communities in the state, assured him of the total support of the traditional rulers in the onerous task. The traditional ruler noted that the commissioner has transformed all the town union, installed elected presidents general, as well as conducted peaceful election that brought in certified traditional rulers in Ibuku, Isuanocha, and Umuomaku communities, contributing the permanent secretary of the Ministry of Local Government, Chieftaincy, and Communities Affairs, Mrs. Pauline Ondu, extolled Governor Soludo for his support to Mr. Wambuwane, who facilitated the training of all the staff of the ministry in information communication technology. A 15-man executive of Drivers Welfare Club of Nigeria, DWCN, Anambra State Chapter, has been inaugurated. The inaugural ceremony took place in Awka, featured the flag-off of Anambra State Drivers National Database and Drivers Safety Manifest. Emmanuel Chibata reports.
The new executive has Comrade Kene Azubogo as chairman, vice chairman Mr. Daniel Ikechukwu, secretary Comrade Venantius Okeke, treasurer Reverend Patrick Obiora, financial secretary Pastor Kenneth Ibukwe, contact and mobilization director Mr. Chris Ezenwoke, and welfare director Comrade Ezobi Nnamdi. Others are director of works Mr. Igwebike Ikechukwu, director of health 1 Dr. Henry Udoku, director of health 2 Ms. Maria Emezi, Spiritual Director, Reverend Father Ejike Nwankwo, Executive Member, Mr. BMCOB, Advisor, Prince Nnamsom Nwaforizu, and Logistic and Mobilization Advisor, Chisom Onwaha. The Drivers Welfare Club of Nigeria is a non-governmental organization registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission as well as Ministry of Trade and Investment since 2003 to pursue the improvement of the welfare and the image of Nigerian drivers as well as protect them from social stigma, deprivation, and unhealthy conditions of service. service. Performing the inauguration, the president of the club, Comrade Mondi Elimigbe, who asked the new executive to work in line with the core values and mission of the club, said that drivers constitute and contribute 25% of the Nigerian population and national economy, but regretted that they have not been considered to be part of the social protection program. He explained that the club is to provide comprehensive group national insurance cover for drivers, as it has made arrangements to provide loans to enable those who are interested to pursue vehicles on hire purchase and pay back at affordable rates, and set up cooperative societies to handle other issues relating to the welfare of drivers and members of their families. On National Drivers Database, Comrade Elimigbe said the scheme will help federal government, especially security agencies, to track down criminal elements among drivers who are engaged in one-chance projects, kidnapping, and car snatching activities, among others.
Our mission is to become a global player in the transport industry. Our core values are focused on drivers' welfare, empowerment, integrity, professionalism, training, and firm stickiness on the road, which do not compromise of professionalism and safety driving.
In a keynote address, a representative of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Anambra State Sector Command, Deputy Corps Commander Okora Awasam, who noted that driving is a noble profession, commended the club for caring for drivers while urging the club to make sure that its drivers obey all driving rules. She called on the new executive to make the club work by putting all hands on deck and rendering quality services to enable the club's vision to be realized.
These therefore are the benefits. Free medical service for registered drivers. The driver's work is very stressful. No doubt about that. It's therefore important that a driver must take care of his health so that he can be successful. This Drivers Welfare Club will provide free medical treatment for either sick members or those involved in accidents, which are crashes, which is an unavoidable hazard of the driving profession.
In his acceptance speech, the new state chairman, Comrade Azubogo, thanked the club for the privilege to serve and assured to carry drivers along, while disclosing that the club will offer free service to Anambra and participate actively in environmental cleanliness exercise.
We have brought out our mind to serve, to bring transformation in the transport sector in Anambra State. We will work assiduously to make sure that there is total transformation in the transport sector.
In their remarks, the club secretary, Comrade Okeke, and advisor, Prince Nnamsom Nwafọ-Rizu, thanked the national president for the laudable vision towards the welfare of drivers. Unveiling of Driver Safety Manifest capped the event. Emmanuel Shibata for ABS News.
Alex Ezekiel has been crowned the new traditional ruler of Ibuku community in Agwata Council area. Joseph Ebocha has status.
The coronation, which commenced with a Eucharistic celebration after traditional rituals the previous day, climaxed when the regent of the community pronounced Ezekiel Idu, and cabinet chiefs took the Idu to the throne and the paraphernalia of office handed over to him before the people. Former governor of the state, Dr. Chukwuemeka Ezife, who hails from the community, called on his people to embrace peace and support the king for development of the community.
I'm here to felicitate with them. My message to the Ibuku is to give maximum support to this new Idu.
Earlier in his remarks, the President General of Ibuku Development Union, IDU, architect Christian Ike, who commended the Ibuku people for helping to ensure seamless emergence of the traditional ruler in line with the constitution of the community, explained that Ibuku has lost a lot within the 5 years of vacuum on the traditional stool. He called for prayers and support to the new king, reminding the people that without unity, no society will achieve meaningful progress.
IMEs go a lot, even in the community, then the government, because the work of Igwe, the work of President General. But I have suffered a lot. I am handling the two positions. So I'm not very. So I think
Among other dignitaries and traditional title holders present at the event were the traditional prime minister of the community, Chief MC Ndoka, Engineer Nnamdi Ifeako, former provost of Nwafọ Orizu College of Education, Subwe, Dr. Ego Ozezie, and chairman of Coronation Planning Committee, Barrister Tochukwu Ejeziem, who described the successful coronation as a thing of joy in the community and also called for the support of all Igbohu people. Speaking after he ascended the throne as Idu, the third of Igbohu, Igwe Azike called on his subjects to embrace peace, forgive one another of all wrongs arising from choosing the occupant of the traditional stool. He thanked the Anambra State government for championing peace and community development. Other highlights of the event include royal dance by Digwe and his cabinet members, paying of homage by subjects, friends and well-wishers, including clergymen, lovers of culture, as well as the new monarch's business associates. From Igbohu in Agwata local government area, Joseph Ebocha reporting for ABS News.
It was a moment of joy, merriment, and cultural display at Abacha community during the induction of Chief Ifeanyi Okeke into the Ozo Society with a charge for him to continue on the path of selflessness. Kenechukwu Chukwude reports.
Ozo title is one of the prestigious titles in Igbo land that affirms one's success, integrity, and strength of character in the society. According to Chief Uchenna Oba, the cabinet secretary of the community, the Ozo title is an expensive title which elevates one's status in the community and confers the responsibility of becoming part of decision-making and molding opinion in the community. Chief Oba noted that Chief Okeke have distinguished himself so well to be accepted into the Ozo society, with no doubt that he will keep living up to expectations.
He is a good son of Abacha. He has proven himself. He's a young man who has, expressed himself clearly that he is a man to be trusted. And because he's a man to be trusted, he has been initiated into the cabinet of Igbo Council. So I know he can do it.
Speaking after induction and being decorated in his Ozo title regalia with the Ozo title Ebube Chukwu Uzo, Chief Okeke, beaming with joy, thanked God for the elevation and noted that it will encourage him to continue to serve the community since after being the President General of Abacha. His wife, Mrs. Ngozi Okeke, who was also conferred with the title of Odubeze, thanked God for his grace, adding that the honor will spur her further to make peace wherever she goes.
So it's a privilege to make
Some of the dignitaries who graced the event, including Mr. Ikechukwu Ngene and Ms. Ukamaka Okeke, confirmed that the couple deserved to be recognized and honored while charging them to continue on the path of selfless services. The ceremony witnessed masquerade display, dance, and presentation of gifts to Chief Okeke and wife. From Abacha, it's been Kenechukwu Topodi for ABS News.
Still to come on the news tonight, Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency calls for use of sea business to stimulate economic growth. Scores of people killed in fighting between Sudanese army and paramilitary groups. Here is a special message again. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Stay with us.
House refreshment is goodness to go round. Introducing the Peak Yogurt Drink 1 liter Full House pack with more refreshment, which contains fresh cow milk. Enjoy Full House goodness filled with essential vitamin and minerals. Peak, reach for your peak.
A peak protein breakfast gets you up to a great day. How do I know? Because my daddy goes through his work feeling good and always with a smile. Mommy is always filled with confidence. My sister is always in tune. And for me, learning new things becomes absolute fun. Because all day and every day, the peak goes on.
Start your day with a Peak Protein Breakfast. Peak.
Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, you're watching ABS Evening News. The Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency has said Nigeria's vast underutilized blue economy offers huge opportunities for growth and development, adding that it will help the country to overcome its present economic challenges. A statement, the Director General of NAMASA, Dr. Basil Jomo, who stated this in Lagos, lamented the failure of Nigeria's successive governments to explore the vast resources that the blue economy offers. Dr. Jamon explained that the blue economy could be used to knock off Nigeria's huge debt profile, which drag its development effort and make poverty thrive amidst plenty. He added that the blue sea business is in vogue globally and that Nigeria's failure lies in blue economy. Jomo added that Nigeria has over 200 nautical miles available for fishing, yet lack it in the sustainability which the blue economy offers. Our frontliner industrialist, Dr. Godwin Okafor, has described effective security of life and property as key to sustainable industrial growth and development. Speaking to the ABS in his office at Agwoka Industrial Layout on 1 year in office of Governor Chukwuma Soludo, Dr. Okafor said that with effective security, which the Soludo's administration is working towards achieving, Anambra State will continue to record more industrial growth, which will no doubt offer employment to many youths. We have details.
Dr. Okafor described Professor Chukwuma Soludo as a governor that has, through his programs and policies, raised the bar of governance and called on the people to continue with their support to his administration for rapid transformation of Anambra State. Dr. Okafor, who is a Lagos-based industrialist and a community leader in Isuofia, Agwata local government area, said that massive road construction and reconstruction being carried out by the government of Professor Chukwuma Soludo will, apart from opening up the hinterlands, improve business transactions, thereby boosting the revenue profile of the state. He called on the government to look into the deplorable condition of the road at Agwoka Industrial Layout, in addition to seeking ways of having an industrial park in Anambra State, which he noted will go a long way in making Anambra State an industrial hub. Dr. Okafor described the tax payment as a major civic responsibility of the citizenry, which will enable the government get more money for the development of the state. However, appealed to the government to ensure that multiple taxation, which he said is discouraging investors, is put on check.
1 year in office is wonderful. And apart from that, they just celebrate 1 year in office. And we had all the numerous things. Anambra will be another, probably we compare Anambra with other advanced country. Easter is something that is worth to celebrate, and at the same time pray for God for literal life he has given to us.
Dr. Okafor urged Nigerians to use the period of Easter in praying for peace and stability of the Nigerian nation, and advised affluent members of the public to remember the less privileged in order to give them a sense of belonging.
On the foreign scene, at least 56 civilians have been killed in fighting between the Army and Rapid Support Forces, RSF, paramilitary group, and independent doctor group report. The Sudanese Doctor Union said dozens of soldiers have suffered casualty and at least 595 people have been wounded across the country. Fighter jets were witnessed across various parts of Khartoum, similarly targeting RSF locations using airstrikes. It was a moment of great sorrow during the burial of late Chief Anthony Chukwuemeka Anumba and his wife Betta at Oketiti in Idemili South local government area as relations converged to pay their last respects to the departed couple. Kenechukwu Chukwudi report.
According to Mr. Victor Anumba, the son of the departed, he lost his father earlier last December, and while arrangements were being made for his burial, his mother died in February, which he emphasized was really painful.
That's the size of our package tonight, but remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television, Oka. Follow us on YouTube at youtube.com/ABS Television, Oka. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. The main point again. Anambra State government has assisted parents of quintuplets with 2 million naira. Alice Azike has been crowned new traditional ruler of Igbo community. On national matters, we told you Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency has called for use of sea business to stimulate economic growth. And on the foreign scene, scores of people killed in fighting between South Sudanese Army and paramilitary group. Before we go, here is a special message again. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Thanks for being there. My name is Chinyere Ikioreke. Good night.